Hey Cloud Gamers, so today I'm going to give you a quick overview of Crayta and also have a look at creating a game, specifically the game that I've put together here from Lauch. A shout out to Rock from Stadia Rocks for helping me do some testing here. Be sure to go and check out his channel as well as subscribing to ours if you're not already. And a big shout out to the Crayta devs, one for letting us have early access to get a game ready for launch, and also for all of their help and support throughout this kind of creation period. They have been absolute stars, working day and night to help us. So you're seeing the hub here, and in the hub you can do some emotes and just kind of meet up with people. Let's get into the game creation. So to create a game, you just go into the main menu, hit create, and you've got a bunch of templates that you can choose from straight off the bat. So depending on what type of game you want to do, you can just pick one of the templates. So I wanted the deathmatch style, so I'm going to use the deathmatch style template here and hit start. So you select the icon there, and you give it a name. So I'm just going to give it a quick test name here. You can change this name when you publish it, so you can just give it any name you want at this stage. Pick one of the images. Now they have said that you will be able to upload custom images through their developer site later, and that should come soon after launch. And that's it. It creates your game with your basic template. This template just gives you kind of the basic rules ready to go. And as you can see, it's pretty bare bones. So this is a deathmatch template, so we've got starting areas for both teams, and we've got some gun objects and also some damage objects. First thing we want to do is change that boring floor. So I'm going to go with the good old grass jungle, and then you change this Vox tool with comma on PC, and I want to use the fill tool, and there we go. I've just filled my floor with jungle. So as you can see, it's a pretty small world right now, and I can just fall off into the abyss. Fortunately, I can use my drone power in basic mode, and the drone will allow me to move around the map and do my creation from all angles. So my body will stay where it is, but I can get a good overview here, and I can use all of the tools from my drone. I'm going to fast forward a bit, and you can see with about 15 to 20 hours work, you can turn that little tiny square box of deathmatch into a game map. So this is the map that I've created. I've called it Hit the Target Deathmatch. So you can see it's a little bit different from the beginning. I've got some underwater targets. This is kind of a mixture between a high score and a deathmatch style. So there's no teams. The objective is to get the most points. You can get points by hitting these boring white flags for a little amount of points, and then they'll disappear. Or you can find items that don't look like those sort of white flags. So there's some random objects around. So you'll see that there's a spawn point there, but hidden at the back here is a fire extinguisher. You shoot the non-flag objects and you get a lot more points. You can see that this game world looks a little bit different from the starting area. So as I said, I put probably about 15 to 20 hours work into this. And then I'll just give you a little bit of a recap here of what that starter area looked like versus what I've built now. There you go. It's a little bit different from that little starter world. This is a little gameplay test. As you can see, Adam and Rock came and helped me here. So as I said, you gain points by hitting those flags and also shooting other players. But hang on a minute. We all died and we lost a phenomenal amount of points. Oh yes, I put mines around as well, just to spice things up a bit. And you're supposed to lose some points when you kind of run over the mine. So as you can see, that actually when you run over a mine, everybody died. And everybody lost lots of points. So let's have a look at what I had to do to fix that. I went into my game world and started editing. So I know that the mines were problematic here, so I can use my drone, go into the editor. If you hit the tab button, you can go to the advanced editor, and this is where you can see where I've been playing with some of the Lua scripts. It does use Lua, so if you want to get ahead of the curve, then you should do some kind of basic Lua tutorials, but A lot of the stuff is quite specific to the game, so you will need to get to know these scripts. There's a bunch of tutorials and API information on their developer website at developer.crayta.com, so be sure to go and check that out. So you can see here that I created a template of Deadly Mine, and I've got a bunch of events on there on collision, so I can then go and modify that script to find out why I'm killing everybody. You can see that I'm calling from entity get user get player. So this was actually the fix that the developer gave me, because originally I was just calling all instances of player, not the specific one that collided with the mine. So this was a great learning curve, that using the templates, you've got to be careful that you're passing in the right instance, and if you're using an object and you want to pass something to the player, you need to use these kind of from entity send to script methods, and this has helped me out quite a lot. As I said, it's worth spending the time going through those tutorials, because this is the sort of things that will catch you out. You can do a fair amount in basic mode, but you are going to have to get into advanced mode if you do want to start creating games with advanced rules, or anything beyond basic collision rules. So once you've made your tweaks, you can quickly jump into test mode with a hit of F5, and it will run your game like it's been published. So you can run around and check that everything's okay. So I'm still losing a lot of points, which is a bit more than I anticipated originally, so there was still a problem there. Anyway, the difference was that I had to use the on collision event only when it overlaps with the player, rather than colliding with all, in case you come across that later. So that's it. Once you're happy with the game, you can publish it, and then once you've published it, you can use the share code option, which will then generate you a share code. So at the moment you can't copy and paste that code, but they have said that that's going to be coming as well soon after launch. But once you've got that code, you can just type out the URL with your code at the end, or just give people the code and they can use it in-game. If they're not in-game, they can use that URL and it will dump them straight into their game. Ace joined me in a game here. This is one of the very close to release versions. You'll see that those mines do just kill you and take some points off when I do accidentally run over one. And that there's also some pointless alarms which actually kill everybody, but they don't give you any points, but it'll only do it once. But so it's just a bit of fun to come across. On launch day we are going to be doing a live stream for all of those that want to come and join us in a 20-player deathmatch on this exact map with these rules, so you can see who's going to win. It's going to be an absolute blast, and I can't wait for you guys to come in and have a go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Cloud Gaming Extreme for all of the latest on cloud gaming and for more Crayta updates in future. And I'll see you next time.